Ach, Mann. Wenn du wüsstest, was jetzt gerade abgegangen ist im Hintergrund. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Stream, der eigentlich gestern stattfinden sollte. Ich hoffe, du hast einen wunderschönen Tag. Das Ding ist immer noch zu laut. Wenn nicht, kann man das sicherlich bald ändern. Hello and welcome to the stream. My internet is back. It is hot, it is warm. I'm sweating like hell, but let's just say we will fix that by cooling down on a good game. I don't know. So, the story is like a bit stupid. There's an internet connection problem since like 1 or 2 weeks ago, and it's coming on and off, and I think it's because of construction next door, but who knows. In the end, it doesn't matter. They fix it quickly, so I don't care at all. What I do care about is playing a good game. This game, you know, all is Dragon's Crown. We played it last week, and I want to play it a bit more. And for that, I'm going to switch now. It's like always, the screen will freeze, the music will stop because I pressed stop. And we will start. And I'm hoping it's going to work first try. Who knows? Wow, it is working first try. That is a new one. So, I will make it like last time. I will sit back, only read, say a bit. I really love this game. I can kind of... I want to lean back and get a bit chill out of it, because on the weekend there is some stress for me. Also, there's the European vote going on, and that is nerve-wracking a bit. If you don't know, it will be probably a really bad thing that is going to happen, and the wrong people get the wrong power, but we will see. I'm open for everything, so let's dive into this beautiful game. Or we watch the cutscene again. Did we watch it? I can't remember. I think I let it play the first time, right? Let's let it play again. I'm leaning back, and whatever is going to happen happens.
All right. You succeeded in acquiring intel on the underground fortress. This job will be completed once you report to Count Dean.
Wandering One, how can I help you?
Allow this...
May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, a ragged old man slumped in the road calls out to you in a gravelly voice. His raspy voice makes it difficult for you to discern if he's even speaking your language. You can give him a coin if you feel pity for him. Of course. He doesn't even acknowledge the coin. He mutters, over and over. You probably won't be able to communicate with him.
Welcome to my shop. What would you like? Which one do you want? What would you like? Welcome to my shop. What would you like?
You're back.
Javelin the hero. Javelin's handkerchief was returned to the woman intact, thus honoring the last promise he made. An oft-decorated knight commanded Javelin is a hero who with his prized horse and trusty weapon rode out into the front lines with his knights and won 100 battles against the Orc army. He died in battle at Garga the Gate, but his work in boosting the morale of Heightland's army will be spoken of in legends for generations to come.
You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention the hero's legendary sword. Naturally, he demands the great sword, but at least he's in a good mood now. He thought you'd just flee, but you didn't.
Moin.
It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean confides in you some of the problems in the castle. Once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Archduke Macneil of Bulgar to the throne. Bulgar is an aggressive nation to the north. Macneil is related to the King of Heidland and has a legal claim to the throne. Count Dean claims that Macneil has been rallying nobles in Heidland to support his claim to the throne.
Das Spiel ist über 10 Jahre alt fast mittlerweile, ja. Also bitte. Musst mal deinen Arsch hochkriegen, Jung.
That's why Dean hired Tommet to steal the scepter. He says that Tommet is extremely trustworthy, so long as he is paid. Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you are being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes. Since you completed the job at the castle, you return to the Adventurers Guild to tell them what transpired. Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here. Roland is waiting for him to return. Roland thinks that he just missed him and asks you to track down the Guildmaster and bring him back. You look for Samuel, the Guildmaster. He should be somewhere in town.
Oh, how can I help you? Which one?
Welcome to my shop.
Wandering one, how can I help?
As you leave the temple, a ragged old man, his rust, you can give him a...
All right. Okay.
You recall what happened at the castle. You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention naturally he demands. It seems that he wants the bold Count. That's why Dean suddenly the Prime Minister.
Was war das denn?
When you tell him that you can't find Samuel, he tells you to check the temple. Samuel prays for his friends on occasion.
Did you find him?
Dude, I was there 1 minute ago. Oh.
Wandering one, how?
You stand before the goddess statues, Jula, Althena, and Vernus. These statues have all crumbled. Texts say the goddesses sacrificed themselves to defeat a dragon, which caused their likenesses to degrade as well. Althena, the one in the center, is the goddess of compassion, battle, and odyssey, making her popular with adventurers. If your party falls during your adventure, a prayer to Althena and a tithing of your money will resurrect the party.
It's always the money. Always the money. Why do religions want money? Money is something earthly. God is heavenly. You don't get my goddamn money, girl.
If you are repeatedly depending on her grace, the amount you must offer for her services will continually increase.
Like in real life.
A giant man in armor finishes his prayers and turns around. His pensive expression quickly turns fierce as he sees you. He tells you that he was praying because he has sent many friends to look for the king, but they haven't found the slightest clue. When you ask to help, Samuel just nods and hands you a request form. It's the same request the temple gave you. In a remote region, marriageable girls are disappearing one by one. The catacombs are believed to be linked somehow. As you leave the temple, you can give him a... He doesn't even... You probably... To solve the mystery of the disappearances, you head to the catacombs, where the villagers fear to tread. In the catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground as far as the eye can see. The sheer number of the deceased is the only indication left of this area's former prosperity.
Enemies.
It's my turn. Done.
Here.
Outstanding. Oh my.
A strange knight stumbles out of the darkness towards you. You surmise that he is not of this world. The knight is muttering to himself, as if in a daze.
If I end my own life, they can no longer sacrifice me.
When you move closer, the knight extends his hand. He's holding a scroll. When you accept it, the knight disappears. The path ahead of you is connected to the ruins of the castle colloquially called the Castle of the Dead. In olden times, whenever a girl disappeared, the locals would say she'd been called to the Castle of the Dead.
Let's see. Simple. Hey, Luca.
In Vollansicht?
Because ghosts are incorporeal, they are completely immune to physical attacks. Their weakness is light. Torchlight will drive them off.
Be careful!
I got it. Oh, I can do that. It's my turn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Done.
Can somebody help me?
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Ja, mach mal bitte einen Scan davon. Brauche ich. Also hätte ich gern. Ich habe mir Turnschuhe bestellt mit Leopardenprintmuster und das erste, woran ich dachten musste, war Majima. Und ich habe zwar online ein paar Bilder gefunden, aber ich weiß nicht, ob die noch aktuell sind. Im Sinne von, ob die das gesamte Tattoo sind, die er hat, weißt du? Das wäre echt nett.
I I got it. Voila.
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Come at me. Filthy lucre. Oh, I can do that.
Enemies!
It's my turn. Oh, yeah.
Come at me!
Oh, yes. Done.
What?
Oh, my. Oh, I can do that.
Here they come.
Come at me. I got it. Oh, yeah. Filthy lucre. Oh, yes. Voila. Oh, my. Oh, I can do that.
The vampire smirks and flies away. You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Thank you.
Why do they look all the same?
Protect the village girl. If she's bitten by the others, she will become a vampire as well. kidnapped girls had been turned. They are now vampires, attacking other people. You utter a silent prayer, hoping that you have slain the last vampire, and leave the ruins. In your hands is the bloody scroll that the Ghost Knight had given you. You have unraveled the mystery of the village girls' disappearances. Obtain your reward at the guild.
What the heck is extending? Oh! While walking! To extend walking. Hä? Ja, was hast du denn gedacht, was in Artworks drin ist, Mensch?
Wandering One, how can I help you?
Allow this heart to beat again.
Be right back.
Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. As you leave the temple, his raspy you can give him a coin. He doesn't even... You probably won't be...
Oh, yeah. All right.
Welcome to my shop. What would you like?
You are curious about the bloody scroll. You show Samuel the scroll and tell him what you saw in the catacombs. After examining the scroll, the signature and other details indicate that it is a letter from the king to the princess. It is a report telling her that he had obtained the dragon's crown. You wonder if this letter is true. You can't deny that the ghost was clad in mail that was eerily similar to the king's armor, so perhaps this is true. The king's death will profoundly affect the kingdom and neighboring lands. Samuel orders you to report it to the castle.
You're back. You have a request.
Morgan Lisley, the witch who runs the magic item shop, has always had a burning desire for furthering the development and research of magic items. She has seized upon the idea of combining highly elastic spider silk with magic in an attempt to develop a fiber that would be resilient against any kind of attack. To test her idea, she requires some giant spider webs. Go and acquire some for her. Sure, we're going to do that.
Stop!
Immediately, you are overwhelmed by guards and thrown into the castle jail, charged for a crime you did not commit.
Excuse me?
This is a common fate for people who hold a royal secret. You are being removed from the drama at the castle. After a few days, the cell door opens. Once your eyes grow reacclimated to light, you see Count Dean standing before you. He unshackles your ankles and explains the situation to you. The Prime Minister had been jailing all of Dean's allies. As expected, Gustav was working for Bolga. He used a magical necklace to control the princess and influence Heidland. Once Dean got Princess Vivian to safety and confronted the Prime Minister, Gustav fled with a ship full of treasure.
Who's Gustav?
The princess apologizes for involving you in this. While she was a hostage, Dean couldn't confront the Prime Minister. This kingdom needs a new ruler immediately. Dean is no saint, but he would make a good leader, you think. However, when Gustav fled, he also stole the Royal Orb, another treasure that represents the right to rule Heidland. If McNeil gets the orb, it will likely result in civil war. However, the orb does not appear to have reached Bolga. Princess Vivian asks for your help with this incident. You immediately agree and begin searching for the orb. Gustav's ship chose a pirate route, likely to elude captors. Perhaps his artifice was his undoing. You should investigate. To get the orb back, you travel to Ghost Ship Cove, a known pirate hideout.
No. First doing the side quest. I'm sorry, Dean. But that is more important.
In the catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground as far as the eye can see. The sheer number of the deceased is the only indication left of this area's former prosperity.
Filthy lucre. Outstanding. It's my turn. Done.
I'll stop them.
The path ahead of you is connected to the ruins of the castle colloquially called the Castle of the Dead. In olden times, whenever a girl disappeared, the locals would say she'd been called to the Castle of the Dead.
Let's see. Voila! It's my turn.
Enemies.
Oh, I can do that.
Whoa!
What?
Yes.
can I help you? May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, his rust, you can give him a coin. He doesn't even... You probably...
You're back.
Spider Silk Mantle. The cape created by the witch monk Lizzie is a one-of-a-kind item made by enchanting each thread as she wove it. It is an ultimate example of exquisite and delicate detail. While it is light, it is amazingly resilient. Adventurers began to fight for possession of this rare item. Morgan was sent mountains of spider webs, but she never made another such cape. Indeed, she was sick of all the commotion over the first one.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline. It seems large enough to contain another ocean. Sailors dread passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing here.
It's my turn. Done. Filthy lucre. Oh my. Outstanding.
A beautiful voice in the sea calls out to you. You'd heard of Mermaid's legendary curiosity. She asks you many questions. From your conversation, you learn Gustav's ship was indeed attacked by pirates. That means the pirates likely have the orb. According to the Mermaid, the pirates scattered throughout the islands used this area as a hub for trade amongst themselves. Rumors claim that among their treasures is a magic lamp that can call forth a genie.
They're coming.
Filthy Luca. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
They were being duplicitous. It was all a ruse. The pirates were spying on you the entire time.
Oh, I can do that. Let's see. Simple. What?
Once your score reaches a certain amount, you will gain 1 life point. Life points are shown above and left of your face icon. If you have an LP, you will recover when killed. Oh, thank you.
Outstanding. Oh, I can do that. Oh, yes. Voila. Oh, my.
They're here.
Did they just leave because I talked? That would be hilarious.
They're here. Enemies!
What? Filthy Luca. I got it. Done. Oh, I can do that. my. Oh, I can do that.
You've waltzed right into the pirates' den. They're coming to attack you. The pirates have the magic lamp. Your situation will turn quite dire if you don't take it from them. The pirate has called the genie out. Quick, get the lamp out of the pirate's hands. You have summoned forth the genie. Don't let them take the lamp. The pirate has called the genie out. Quick, get the lamp out of the pirate's hands. You have summoned forth the genie. Don't let them take the lamp. The magic lamp granted a wish and flew off. You find the orb stolen by the Prime Minister among the treasure the pirates left behind. You reclaim the stolen royal orb. The orb you retrieved must be returned to the castle.
Wandering One, how can I help you? May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, is Rasp... You can give him a coin. He doesn't even... You probably...
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to my shop.
request?
A famous adventure ship called the Elliot, which was thought to have been lost at sea, has been sighted recently at the cove infested with pirates. An investor had been financing the adventures of Elliot Pitt. The Elliot's owner is understandably curious about what became of Mr. Pitt. Please go and gain some information on Mr. Pitt's recent activity. Uh-huh.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline. It seems large enough to contain another ocean. The sailors dread passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing here.
It's my turn. Done.
You're here! Be careful!
Oh, I can do that. Outstanding. Pesky gnats. Filthy lucre. Oh, yes. Voila! Oh, my.
They were being duplicitous. It was all a ruse. The pirates were spying on you the entire time.
Let's see. Done. Outstanding.
What?
Enemies. What?
Oh my. Simple.
They're here.
You've waltzed right into the pirates' den. They're coming to attack you. The pirates have the magic lamp. Your situation will turn quite dire if you don't take it from them. You have summoned forth a genie. Don't let them take the lamp. You have summoned forth a genie. Don't let them take the lamp. You have summoned forth a genie. Don't let them take the lamp. The magic lamp granted a wish and flew off. The rest of the pirates flee in panic, leaving mounds of treasure behind.
Ooh.
I help you? May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, his rasp, you can give him a coin. He doesn't even, you probably...
Okay.
All right. The princess and count can't contain their surprise. They'd already resigned themselves to the worst possible outcome. You've won a great deal of favor from the royal family. The princess smiles upon you, and Dean trusts you implicitly. The succession imbroglio has been dealt with. Once the king is buried and Parliament approves, Dean will succeed the king. Still, the future king wears a somber expression. He knows Hydaelyn still faces many difficult challenges. The Shinyak Orc tribe is pushing in from the east, and more tribes are joining their ranks. They're an ever-present menace.
Shinyak? Like the one from Mortal Kombat? The no, it was Shinnok, right? It was Shinnok. Shinyak. Oh, it's almost the same thing.
Also, while Hydaelyn is currently at peace, Bulgur will surely strike if they sense an advantage. Worse still, the evil enchanters of the Mornion religion have cast their lot with the Bolgan threat. You are beginning to grasp why the last king of Hydaelyn risked his life to find the dragon's crown. I need it, Dean mumbles quietly. After completing a large task, you return to a normal routine, fulfilling requests on behalf of the Adventurers Guild. Whilst reviewing the outstanding requests at the guild, you spot one from the magician, Lucane. It is about rune magic, but since you don't know too much about the subject, you're not sure what is requested. You tell the guildmaster Samuel that you'll accept this job, and pay Lucane a visit to inquire about the details.
You're back.
You entered Lucane's tower to ask about his request. When you tell him that you have taken on his request, he immediately starts filling you in on the details. Certain Elysian ruins are highly regarded as a sacred area by monks. Unfortunately, monsters are desecrating these ruins. Monks were dispatched to purify the area, but the golems that used to protect the ruins have turned on the monks. Golems are controlled with rune magic. They asked Lucane to craft new golems with runes to pit against the old golems. So Lucane requested that someone go in his stead and use rune magic to craft golems. Do you comprehend how runes work? If you need an explanation, you can ask him. Lucane says that he would be delighted to discuss this and launches headlong into a discussion about runes. Runes are magical letters that spirits and fairies carved into the world. You may have seen them yourself. Touching runes makes letters sparkle and float. Runes are a combination of 3 characters that create various effects. However, runes won't work unless a spirit or fairy is present. That's what you gather from Lucane's long lecture. Lucane hands you a stone that has a rune carved into it. Activate the 2 runes on the statue, then add the stone's rune to cast the 3-letter spell that animates it. You press forward and begin looking for runes.
Oh, how can I help you?
You head to the ancient temple ruins at Lucane's behest. There, you need to animate statues using rune magic.
I think maybe I should... No, let's do it after the quest. I think we have to visit all the other levels once again. Maybe, but maybe they will respawn other quests, so I will just do the story for right now.
In the Age of the Gods, mankind built a giant tower in a sacred place in an attempt to reach the world of the gods. That arrogance angered the gods, and it is said that the entire city was leveled.
I have to learn that.
Careful!
It's my turn. Done. Oh my. How bothersome.
You meet a female warrior monk who was injured in the battle against the demons. She was sent to purify this sanctuary. To purify this area, the holy seal must be placed upon the altar of the temple. She cannot walk, so the task falls to you.
Oh, I can do that. How bothersome. It's my turn. Oh yeah. Oh my. Luca.
They're here.
Outstanding.
What?
I got it. Voila. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's my turn. Simple.
They're here! What?
They're here.
Oh, my.
An ambush!
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Luca.
Do you still remember Lucane's lecture on rune activation? In order to defeat the golem blocking your path, you need to have a golem of your own. The demons notice the statue coming to life and have come to disrupt your work.
They're here!
Protect your golem so that it does not get destroyed before it reaches the temple. A Maleficent stone tablet has been placed high upon the altar in the center of the temple. When you remove it and replace it with the Holy Seal, the ruins are purified with a blinding light. You decide to take the evil-looking stone tablet back with you.
Hast du
You
es
can
erst
feel
jetzt gesehen?
unspeakable evil emanating from the stone tablet you removed from the altar. Perhaps Lucane should examine it.
Das war der abgefuckteste Tweet überhaupt, ey. Ich habe den erst überhaupt nicht erkannt und alle so, hä? Ihr könnt doch nicht den Mann mit den 1000 Griffen Dingsen, bei Jericho ist doch der mit den 4 mehr. Dann hat's Klick gemacht, weißt du?
Allow this.
May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, his raspy... You can give him a coin if... He doesn't even acknowledge... You probably won't be able to...
Oh, yeah. All right. You have a request.
Most love hellhounds. A man known for his habit of caring for the many wild dogs in the outskirts of town excitedly placed a request about hellhounds. According to the man, they are strong, beautiful, intelligent dogs that live in packs and can control fire. However, he is dismayed that they live in terrible conditions. The man adamantly believes that he can raise hellhounds to be less fearsome. Go and provide the first-hand proof that hellhounds aren't harmful to humans. If you approach them with love in your heart and the fields, that they will accept you given their intelligence.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline. It seems large enough to contain another ocean. Sailors dread passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing here.
It's my turn.
Pesky gnats.
Filthy lucre.
Mann! Hör auf rumzurennen!
Filthy lucre. Outstanding. That's nuts. How bothersome. Outstanding. I got it. Oh my. Oh, I can do that.
So I assume I have to open that.
Ah,
Be right back.
here.
All right.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline. It seems large enough to contain another ocean. Sailors dread passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing here.
It's my turn.
They were being duplicitous. It was all a ruse. The pirates were spying on you the entire time. Elliot Pidd, the name of the ship's owner, is written here.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You're back.
Elliot Pitt, explorer extraordinaire. Elliot Pitt, the famed adventurer, sailed on his eponymous ship to explore the world and see glory. At some point he must have lost his ship to pirates, who have used and abused it ever since. Now it is a ghost ship. The captain's logs tell epic tales of dangers and treasure, and the last entries speak of fighting a kraken, a giant sea monster encountered in unpioneered waters. Since then the kraken has become famous, and its very name is feared by sailors wherever they roam.
You report your success to Lucane. He smiles and tells you to keep the runestone to use in your adventures. Now you can view research materials about rune magic whenever you need. You can also buy runestones from Lucane. You produce the stone tablet you brought back from the temple ruins. He swallows hard and examines the tablet. The ancient demon script is difficult for even Lucane to read. He can only deduce that it is a contract of some sort. Upon further examination, Lucane finds something he can read. The name of the Demon King, Magina Gusna Idrashin.
Idrashin.
There's something ringing in my head. Martino Guzna Idra Idrashin. No, it's just the sound of something. Something Buddhist. Ah, okay.
The name jogs your memory. You've heard it before. But where? Lucane cannot tell anything else about the tablet.
Oh, how can I help you? Which one?
The name of the Demon King, Magino Gusna Idrashin. You're positive you've heard that name somewhere in town.
Wandering one, how can I help you?
The old man grows excited when you walk by. He grabs the tablet. You now remember him mumbling the Demon King's name earlier. When you try to take the tablet back, the old man chants a spell. Instantly, the stone tablet crumbles to dust. You stand there, gobsmacked, when the old man thanks you in a calm, clear voice. He continues his story. We had obtained the crown of Elysia, known as the Dragon's Crown. However, it had no power to control the dragons. Those legends were myths to lionize the Elysian king. The crown in the ruins was merely decorative. However, I decided that I would infuse the crown with the power the legends spoke of. It would be my life's work. To do this, I would go to any lengths. I collaborated with shadowy cabals and sold my soul to the Demon King for power. Without the tablet, the crown's power will now vanish. The religion that used me cannot control the ancient dragons. The old man tells you in closing that he is the magician Wallace. In the next moment, he appears to melt into the air. The magician Wallace, who disappeared, is Lucane's friend. You must tell him of this surprising encounter. You tell Lucane everything that transpired with Wallace, the tablet, and the dragon's crown. Lucane is listening intently to your story when he suddenly bolts upright. All of his lost memories have returned to him. It was Wallace who killed Lucane. He asked Lucane to come to the labyrinth so he could steal Lucane's black runestones. Those runestones are special runes that make a teleportation gate. They're said to be made by a fairy with ancient powers. Wallace was used to open a gate to the illusionary land. The ancient dragon sleeps there, a land the goddess sealed. The shadowy religion must have wanted to be able to control that giant dragon. They shared Wallace's goal. Even rumors of this organization having the power of dragons would be chaotic. You can't just hope it'll never be found. Lucane says that if the crown were to be anywhere, it would certainly be in the Mage's Tower. Mornion took over the Mage's Tower, likely because it housed many types of research, as well as Wallace's laboratory.
Oh, how can I help you?
You infiltrate the Mage's Tower to find the dragon's crown.
Hello, I hope you had a good night. Day, excuse me. Yeah, it's still kind of day.
How about now? Golden Sanctuary.
In the Age of the Gods, mankind built a giant tower in a sacred place in an attempt to reach the world of the gods. That arrogance angered the gods, and it is said that the entire city was leveled.
It's the HD remake. I wanted to play it on the PlayStation 3, but the price never got down to an amount I was capable paying. So now I'm capable paying the HD cut amount, and I have the game now 2 times. One time the Japanese version, and 1 time the European version. The Japanese version sadly has no way of patching the language.
Outstanding.
I bought the collector's limited edition, the Japanese one, which was a ton of money, and one of the reasons was the content that it has. One of the things you can get there is the completely rearranged orchestral soundtrack of the game, which is playing by the way right now. I don't know if you can change it in game or only in the menu. Yeah, only in the menu. It is really good. It's really good. The other reason was the digital art book, and there's also a Japanese-only D&D, Dungeons and Dragons pen and paper style short quest, which I can't sadly play because I do not have the capability of reading or understanding Japanese.
What?
Oh my.
Which is sad, but happens.
I got it. Done.
They're coming.
Excuse me.
They're coming.
Oh my god, stop moving! For fuck's sake. Ah! Oh my god, I hate that. Is it the wrong rune? I think it is.
Oh, yes. Voila! I got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Come at me.
Done. Filthy lucre. Oh my. Let's see.
Enemies.
Oh yeah.
Pesky gnats.
Outstanding. Filthy lucre. Oh, I can do that. Get him! temple. Oh my. Filthy lucre.
Do you still remember Lucane's lecture on rune activation? In order to defeat the golem blocking your path, you need to have a golem of your own. The demons notice the statue coming to life and have come to disrupt your work. Protect your golem so that it does not get destroyed before it reaches the temple.
For fuck's sake, stop that shit! Wow, one! I got one! Oh my god.
When you raise up the holy seal to the temple altar, myriad pillars of light shine down from the heavens. When the light falls upon the demons, they are instantly banished. Before long, the entire ruin is purified.
Wandering One, how can I help you? May they rest in peace.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to my shop. What would you like? Which one do you want?
You're back.
The Mage's Tower, once greatly admired by magicians as a bastion of wisdom. It now embodies all the fears Highland has of being conquered by the rebel forces which conspire against it.
my.
They're here.
I got it. Simple. Outstanding. Filthy Luca.
A half-naked woman is lying in a dark corner, bound by a chain. Looking closer, you discover she's a kidnapped spirit. The followers of Mornion seem to be capturing as many spirits and fairies as they can find to power their rune magic. Rune magic gates have been opened many times in this tower, and the magicians are even traveling to the illusionary land. The spirit finishes her story with a bone-chilling revelation. They have awakened the ancient dragon. After freeing the spirit, you go into the room of one of the Mornion leaders. The leaders had already concealed themselves, sensing your presence in the tower.
Oh, I can do that.
The piece of paper reads, "You may check out a maximum of 2 books from this bookshelf."
Come on. Open up. I see you are a door. You can't hide forever. How do you open that? I hate the camera. Stop doing that.
Come at me. What?
Oh yeah, kill me. Kick me, I mean.
Oh my. It's my turn. Done.
Here they come.
The road ends here. Molten rock bars any further progress forward. The molten lava attacks you as if it is alive. Steer the magic carpet and keep it from burning.
Oh, excuse me?
Oh yes. Simple.
That was just a bee. Oh. Where's the room? Where's the other room?
the magicians use has a special characteristic. Look at the colors of the orbs. You were successful in slaying one of the Mornion leaders. However, you didn't find the dragon's crown inside the Mage's Tower. On the Warlock's corpse, you found the black runestones that were taken from Lucane. However, one was completely destroyed. You must return the black runestones you acquired to Lucane.
Wandering One, how can I help you? May they rest in peace.
Welcome to my shop. What would you like?
You have a request.
Hellhounds. You return having survived the sharp fangs and fire of the Hellhounds. The man who hired you seems pleased with the results. Hellhounds are feared as creatures of evil, but the man asserts that this is mere superstition. He said that canines and humans have been friends since before the dawn of history. In an unsurprising turn of events, the man who so fondly dreamed of holding a young hell pup in his arms went missing soon after and was never heard from again. Henrietta's automatic doll. A magician who is researching golems and necromancy has put in a request. He wants you to search for an automatic doll that the late tinkered Henrietta made. This doll, crafted by Henrietta, is said to have been incredibly articulated. The requester would like to use Henrietta's technology to allow his creation to have the same range of movements. Go to Henrietta's laboratory in the Mage Tower and find the automatic doll that is her legacy. To gain entrance, you must figure out how to pass a magical mechanism which bars access. It is said that the mechanism that Henrietta most likely, when she was alive, was one that would reflect magic with a giant shield.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The Mage's Tower, once greatly admired by magicians as a bastion of wisdom.
Outstanding.
It now embodies all the fears Hydeland has of being conquered by the rebel forces which conspire against it.
What?
Oh my.
The Mage's Tower, once greatly admired by magicians as a bastion of wisdom. The hidden door on the wall opened.
It's my turn. Done. Outstanding.
Is that now done or what? Oh, this camera.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
An adorable doll is decorated on the stage.
Thank you.
come to my shop. What would you like? Which one do you want?
Lucane was quite worried about your safety, and flashes a relieved smile when he sees you return. You give him the 2 black runestones you found. Nobody should be able to enter the illusionary lands now. You tell Lucane that you didn't find the dragon's crown, and what the spirit told you about the ancient dragon. There are many legends about the ancient dragon, but no one knows any specifics. Lucane suggests seeking a specialist. Lucane has an old friend who once researched the ancient dragons. He currently lives as a hermit in the Lost Woods. They had a falling out long ago, and they are not on good terms. It seems you'll have to see him in Lucane's stead. He owes a debt to the late king. He is hard-headed, but he honors his debts. Lucane writes a letter to the castle. First, you must go to the castle and ask King Dean to write an official letter asking for the hermit's cooperation.
Oh, which one?
You must ask King Dean to write a formal letter asking the hermit to cooperate with your mission.
You're back.
Oh shit. Henrietta's dolls. A dancing doll was discovered behind the hidden door in Henrietta's room. The mechanics of the automatic doll's movements were created by applying golem magic to machinery, which comes as a disappointment to the requester. Henrietta had not been trying to replicate the human body nor create artificial power. She had sought the smaller wonder of love. The automatic doll will dance forever, as if seeking to protect the dreams of a deceased master.
You request an audience with King Dean. However, an anxious-looking Princess Vivian appears instead. Upon inheriting the throne, Dean left the castle with some subordinates and hasn't returned. You brush it aside, reasoning that Dean must have some sort of plan. You assuage the princess's worries. She asks why you're here, and you tell her you need a letter to take to the hermit. She drafts a royal request for you. Vivian gives you a letter asking for the hermit's aid. You must go into the Lost Woods and learn about the ancient dragon. The Adventurers Guild has forbidden the use of the gate, and the ruins are sealed. You should ask Samuel what happened. The Adventurers Guild has forbidden the use of the gate, and the ruins are sealed. You should ask Samuel what happened. You ask the Guildmaster why the magic gate on the outskirts of town has been sealed off. Samuel says the gate had become unstable, and it was impossible to know where you'd end up, so he had it sealed. Perhaps the gate's appearance was a side effect of Mornian's gate rune usage. It may be tied to the crumbled runestone, but you have no choice. You tell Samuel that you'll accept the risk and coerce him into allowing you to use the gate. Samuel relents, but also suggests going to the stable and renting a horse as an alternative. You can travel by horse or magic. However, the gate will now drop you at a random location, unlike before.
You're back.
You venture into the Lost Woods to ask the hermit about the ancient dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's chase it. Uh-huh.
The Lost Woods are so vast and similar looking that you quickly lose track of where you are. It is said that only the hermit who lives here actually knows the way out of this forest.
Outstanding. Filthy lucre.
What?
It's my turn.
Sensing a presence, you turn around. You see a man standing upon a rock. He immediately shouts, "I don't want trouble!" When you hand him the letter and explain your purpose, he grins confidently. He says the ancient dragon can't be revived. The ancient dragon sleeps in the illusionary lands as a fossil. It's impossible to go there, much less awaken the dragon. He tosses you several tomes and tells you to read them if you want to learn. Then he points to the path exiting the forest. You take a boat across the underground lake, as the hermit advised. This seems like the safest way to leave the Lost Woods.
Oh my. I got it. Done. Outstanding. Oh my. Oh yes. Simple.
If your boat is caught by a whirlpool, it will be destroyed. Avoid the whirlpools at all costs.
What?
They're here!
Enemies? They're here!
What the fuck? Oh. Oh.
I got it. Oh yeah.
They're here.
It's my turn. Voila! Oh, I can do that.
They're here. What?
A gazer's main eye can nullify your magic effects. Beware.
Dude! No! Stop killing me!
You were able to defeat the extra-dimensional magical being known as a gazer. It dawns upon you that this is no safe route. In fact, this is likely the most dangerous route. You brought back the tomes on the ancient dragon that the hermit threw your way. The books you borrowed from the hermit are packed with research about the ancient dragon. Have Lucane look at them.
Wandering One, how can I help you? May they rest in peace.
Immediately, you and Lucane pour through the books on the ancient dragon. It is tough reading. Lucane summarizes for you.
The illusionary lands are a great land where the ancient dragon is sealed, along with Alicia's fortress. It is an immortal dragon, born alongside the deities. The goddess fossilized it, and made it sleep for time indefinite.
All the tomes seem to corroborate that general idea, but a particular line in one of the books jumps out at you.
When the current Elysian king is sacrificed, the spell will be broken, and the ancient dragon will rise from its slumber.
The memory of your meeting with the late king pops into your mind. He spoke of preventing himself from being sacrificed. King Dean's safety does not appear to be a given anymore. You speed to the castle, hoping against hope that he's there.
Oh, how can I help? Which one?
Frantically, your mind offers myriad silent prayers to any deity you've ever heard of. You rush to meet King Dean.
You're back.
Once again, only the princess appears before you. Vivian seems to have been waiting for you. She shows you a letter. I write this letter in the event something untoward transpires. The letter begins. You begin bracing for the worst. Dean's letter continues. I'm departing for a liaison with representatives of Mornion to obtain the Dragon's Crown. Heidland is in grave peril, and though I've reservations, I've accepted Mornion's terms to serve the greater good. You now know the sum of all your fears has been realized. Mornion lured him to the illusionary lands and sacrificed him. A spark of hope arises. The illusionary lands have been sealed off. Perhaps the dragon won't be a threat to the realm. Unfortunately, Lucane immediately extinguishes your spark of hope. He opens a dusty volume and directs you to a passage.
The ancient dragon will gradually regain its strength. When at full strength, it will have dominion over all magic.
This includes the rune magic that holds it prisoner. There's no escaping it. The ancient dragon threatens all life. It's only a matter of time before the ancient dragon regains its strength and can leave the illusionary lands. The ancient dragon must be stopped before it regains its strength. However, the dragon is nigh invulnerable now. Lucane points to an image in the book and tells you to look for talismans. They will weaken the dragon's defenses. The Elysian king received these 9 gems from the goddess Althena. The 9 talismans are scattered throughout the world. Only the strongest and the most diligent will find them. You must go to each area and overcome a difficult trial to collect the talismans. You need the 9 talismans to defeat the ancient dragon.
Oh, yeah.
I have no plus boy, so no. What? 26, 22, 25, 18. 20, 28, 30, 27, 23. Oh my god. 13, 28, 20, 18.
Many things lie within the ruins of the old Elysian temple. Some quiescent, some far less so. An ancient dragon, spoken of in myths, is said to have destroyed the Elysian civilization in one night.
It's my turn.
By the time you arrive at the battle, Roland has already vanquished the last of the foes. He lives up to his legend. Roland works through this region alone, never teaming up. You have gained insight into the ruins by talking to him. Which path will you take?
Terrifying Gorgons live in the temple ruins. Investigate the temple ruins, being aware of the danger.
What?
No! Stop that shit! Guys, please, no! Oh boy, why you do that?
Filthy lucre. Oh my. I got it. Oh yeah.
You must be very wary of Medusa's eyes. Anyone who meets her gaze is turned to stone. To avoid suffering a stony fate, you must not look into her eyes. If you find the going difficult, consider ducking into a building to recuperate.
No, 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 no! Oh no, 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 no! Fuck!
What?
Fuck! This is not what I want. Why did you do that game? For fuck's sake! Go back! No, that is stupid. Would you please move out of my way?
Outstanding.
They're here.
Oh, I can do that. Filthy lucre. Outstanding. Let's see. Done. Oh, I can do that. Oh my. Oh, I can do that. I got it. Simple. Outstanding. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
You have wandered into Medusa's lair. This time, you will not be able to flee. Medusa has retreated into the depths of the confounding ruins. She was not expecting such a pitched battle. Fortunately, you have avoided being turned to stone. At sundown, you and your party gather around the campfire. Eat well, for you will need to be prepared for the day ahead.
Yay!
Ah.
After your meal, you lay down to rest. Another dangerous mission awaits you tomorrow.
I have no idea what they've just done.
This underground labyrinth was created by the magician Wallace in a single night. It is said that fearsome monsters are held captive in the depths of this hazardous, trap-filled maze. Suddenly, a rodent darts out and begins talking. Ricky, the magician's apprentice, needs your help once again. He says that wayward wizards have waylaid the labyrinth again. There must be a reason mages keep attacking. Which path will you take?
Delve further into the labyrinth to claim the prison key that was stolen from the laboratory.
You learn that it was built to contain the Cyclopes. Pursue the magician with the key. They must be trying to open the door to the prison.
Filthy lucre. They're here. Yes. Simple. Oh, I can do that. Oh my.
Get him!
It's my turn. Done. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Outstanding.
do I light those candles? I don't think it's possible.
It's my turn. I got it. Oh crap. See? Simple. Pesky gnats.
Nice.
Oh, I can do that. Filthy Luca.
They're coming.
Outstanding. Yes. Voila!
You spot the stolen key lying next to the crushed corpse of the magician. It's clear how he met his demise. The door to the prison is wide open. If you shut the door before the other Cyclopes stampede, you may still have a chance to control the situation. Put the key in the keyhole in front of the cell to contain the Cyclopes. The Cyclopes are furiously resisting your attempts to close the door. The Cyclopes are furiously resisting your attempts to close the door. The Cyclopes are furiously resisting your attempts to close the door. The Cyclopes are furiously resisting your attempts to close the door. The door has finally been closed, but now you must defeat the Cyclopes that have escaped. You were able to lock and seal the Cyclopes prison once again. Ricky, the magician's apprentice, is elated and gives you a handsome reward. You obtained the Aqua Talisman. You need 8 more talismans to defeat the ancient dragon.
Wandering One, how can I help you? May they rest in peace.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I will stop now. I think. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had some fun. And see you next week, which will be possible, yes. Which will be possible, I believe. Have a good sleep or whatever you're doing. It's not that late yet. And see you whatever, whenever, wherever. Bye bye. When I find the button.